people, and welcome to Wordly Talks. This is the show where we talk to freelancers in all forms and sizes to find out what makes them tick and to see how they face their challenges. In today's episode, we're gonna talk to Eemeli from the metal band Subita, who will talk to us about his work as a musician and a music producer. This is the YouTube side in our growing community called Wordly Beings. And if you like this content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, click that bell button, and please join us over on Instagram at Wordly_Beings. Enjoy!
Now for today's episode, we are joined by Eemeli. Hi and welcome to Wordly Talks. So,
Hi.
Tell us about yourself.
So basically I'm a musician and a music producer from Finland, Tampere to be exact. We've known with you for a couple of years and now we're here. Talking about cool stuff.
So what kind of music do you do?
I do mainly metal music with my own projects, and then I try to produce everything basically from, mostly from pop to rock and, stuff in between. Not too much into electronic stuff, but getting there slowly, slow and steady. Yeah.
All right. So was there always music for you, or have you done something else before? Or
yeah, it's been mostly music. Yeah, I've been involved in some small movie things and games as well on the game side, but it's mostly music, and that's the thing I like to do the most. So, but nowadays I'm really reeling in towards the cinematic side and videos, music videos, maybe producing something. I don't know. We'll see what happens, what comes up, basically.
So you have a lot of things going on at the same time. So what gives you the motivation? What inspires you to keep going and to find these new creative sides of your creative soul, so to speak?
Yeah, the motivation, it's basically everything I do connects to music in some way, basically. My work, my school, my hobbies, everything. So I don't know, it's more of a lifestyle at this point. So I don't know what else to do, basically.
You surrounded yourself with music for...
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Right.
So everything revolves around music. So I don't even feel that I need to build up motivation because it just comes so naturally. It's basically like the same thing. Somebody likes to, I don't know, go for a hike every day. That's my hiking, basically. Music.
Okay.
Just a routine.
But you say it's a lifestyle, but life can sometimes get tough. Do you have any low moments? Is there times where you feel like you should or what happens if you get that tough?
Yeah, of course. There are down moments as well. So basically there might be some, I don't know, what could you you could call them a depression seasons, basically. So there's sometimes I just have to take a month off or so just to build myself back up and be able to get creative again. Because if you pour out everything from your artistically, everything like music out on a song or something for a year straight up, just making your music, others' music and stuff like that, it gets rough. Sometimes you just wake up in the morning and you have nothing in your head anymore. And then you realize that, oh shit, I have to have a break. But basically when I do that, it's for now, I'm basically on a vacation. So I just do what I want, basically. So if I feel like I want to do sports, I do sports. If I feel like I want to, I don't know, cook, that's a great stress relief as well. So anything else in music, basically.
All right. Yeah. So I was going to follow up with how did you get out of it and learn anything from it? But it seems like this is a natural process for you.
Yes.
It comes naturally. But what would you imagine for a person that doesn't have that in them? How do they motivate themselves to get back out there when you have writer's block or anything else?
Yeah, then I would go for just to seek out sources of inspiration, basically. So, for example, I might now and then see a new upcoming band, for example, and they just create a huge sounding song that's just beautiful in any way, and that basically drives me to make more. A single song can take you a long way, basically. Or wherever you get the inspiration. Some people I know, they watch movies, they see a cool scene, and they be like, "Oh shit, I want to make music for this scene."
Yeah, it's weird where motivation comes from. It can come from anything. Like,
yeah, true.
You can see a tweet and you're like, like I got something now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
that's right.
how long have you been doing music? Like, when did it really start? At what age?
Oh shit! I think it was. Wait a minute. I think it was back when I was 11 or 12, basically. So I remember watching was it a Children of Bodom live or something? Might be. So I saw just these guys playing their guitars and it was all cool and sounded really awesome and stuff like that. And then I was like, "Hey, Dad, can I get a guitar?" Yeah. And basically, I remember him buying me a really, really cheap, like, the Harley Benson guitars. It was like 100 something euros, and I just played the shit out of that thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it took me like for me, like when my dad came to watch our shows.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, I was in such a bad band, so we sounded horrible.
Yeah.
But then later on, when I joined the Prive and he saw that first live show, he was like, "Oh, you can actually play."
Like, let's go, man. Yeah, and that's actually funny because I think like the first live show that my dad saw was basically maybe like 2 years ago. So it was way over like 10 years. And then he just thought that, "Hey, I'll come and see your show." And then, yeah, then that was great. That was great.
What did he say? Like what?
He was proud as hell. He was like, that was cool stuff. And he was like, "I'm happy I bought you that guitar," basically. So
Yeah,
that meant a lot for me. It was cool.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of like energy in a metal show, like that people don't get.
Mhm.
Like if you like listening to metal is one thing, but going to a live show, that's like taken to a whole new level. And I don't feel like there's any other genre that does that the same way as rock and metal, punk. Like,
Well, I don't know. Of course, some rock bands, some punk bands do work like that, but it's mostly in the metal scene. Like,
yeah,
mostly. Yeah.
maybe because it's so loud.
Yeah. So loud and aggressive and stuff. So
That's the only reason.
yeah.
So, in the music industry, I imagine you learned a lot during the years. So, what's your like top 3 do and top 3 don'ts?
Top threes. All right. Top 3 do's would be, first of all, make a lot of friends. Make a lot of friends. That's how you roll, basically. I don't know. I would imagine that things there in Sweden and here in like Finland are not that different in the music industry, but we have like a really small group of people who run the whole thing, basically. So just make friends. That's the first one, because, yeah. And then the second one would be just keep doing a lot of things. Nowadays, you just cannot do just one thing. You can, for example, be a mastering engineer and not do anything else or something else, because it just doesn't cut anymore. Everybody's doing everything basically, and everybody knows how to do everything. So you just can't be left out of the train. That's not going to work. And then for the third one, I would say have fun, basically, because if you do this, like too seriously, do much, you will burn yourself out, for sure. 100%. I'm telling you that right now. It will happen. So have fun. Yeah. And well, oh my God, top 3 don'ts. Okay, yeah. First of all, but do not make other people feel like, don't bully anyone, basically. That's because I see that a lot. Yeah, I see that a lot. Like people are they take their own stuff on a pedestal, like up here, and then they just talk to other people like, "Hey," like they don't maybe bash on them, but they said your album was, well, it was okay, not the best, but did you hear my album? You know, and that's oh my god, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Don't do that. That's bad. And then two more don'ts. Well, I don't know. It's such a human friendly like business. So don't be a dick. Basically, don't overrate yourself. I mean, don't put yourself on a pedestal, and then don't leave anything hanging. Do everything to the full capacity you can. You need to step up your, like, for example, in production music, you can't do an album that's lacking in production. Basically, you have to get it up there, get it on the standards, and get it really to work with all the other music there is. Because if you think about it, if somebody listens to your song and it's good, and then they listen to somebody else's song, which is a really, really high quality, super nice, super sounding thing, they won't probably go back to your music. They will stick with the better one. I mean, the song might be great and it might have like certain vibe, but you still have to meet the standards. Yeah.
All right.
That's basically it.
A lot of things.
A lot of rambling around. Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with those. I can agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a tough business.
Yeah, it is. True.
So you do have your own project, and then you have, I guess, Subita is not your own project, right? That's the band you joined.
Yeah, I joined into it, but all of us are like equally in there. So.
All right. Yeah, because Lisa's question, like, when you decide your content and your branding, like, what is your process like? Is it one person doing one thing, like you write the songs, this guy writes that, or production?
Oh, yeah, sure. Like with Subita, for example, we have like Mika Lammassaari, who's doing like all the composing basically, and he's like basically the mastermind behind the band, doing all the song work and stuff like that. And then I do the lyrics for the songs and vocal arrangements and like that. And then we have like different things like gig stuff, merchandise, social media, business side overall, and we just separate those. So everybody has something to do, and everybody can take like full responsibility of their own thing. And that's great because then everybody doesn't have to learn everything so well. So it's really great to like separate things for people, and it just works for us. Yeah, and that's a huge factor for us because we live like in different cities basically all across the country, so we can't do everything together, obviously. So that's a huge thing for us to do that.
Deja vu, because that's exactly how it works in Deprive.
Yeah. So you feel me, you see where we're coming from. Yeah. Exactly. Great.
So far during your music life, your lifestyle, what has been the absolute best moment or moments? You can pick three.
Best moment. There are a lot of them, but I would say it was a couple of years ago when we went to do a Japan tour with Subita. That was insane. Yeah, really nice. I really loved everything about it, basically. It was just like the people there, the culture, the gigs were insane, of course, and everything just worked so well, and it was so basically you were on a holiday, but you just got to play gigs and with your best friends. So it was like, shit, this is good. Yeah, super nice.
And what is the biggest challenge yet?
Biggest challenge? I think, well, obviously the current world situation is pretty bad. That's pretty crippling for bands and for music production, basically. Our album was supposed to come out like a long time ago now, but we had to postpone everything, and now we might have to postpone lots of things again with the second wave, so it's pretty hard. But I don't know. Of course, maybe we all have, in the bands especially, everybody has had like personal stuff to work with. So sometimes we get just these overlaps, basically, that something happened and then something else happened, and there was like long breaks, and we were not able to do stuff. And all these how would you call it, these gray zones of time, I think that's the worst thing in this whole, because everybody's just not knowing what's going to happen, and then you're not getting shit done, you're not getting shit out there, and that's not good. Yeah.
Have you considered doing online shows, like streaming?
Yeah, we almost did one, but then the event producer guys, they decided that they're not going to do the event. So, and we're not too big fans of the idea of live streams. We are all about with the live shows, we're all about that thing you said earlier, the feels and everything, how the room works with you and all the people. So maybe it's not our thing, I think. We'll see. Well, not like saying we're not going to do it, but at this moment it feels pretty distant, to be honest.
All right. Yeah, it was a band where we're from in Karlstad, Sweden, who did a live show. They did all their songs.
All.
They did like 2.5 hours set.
Oh shit!
In the end, they were totally wasted, but wasted, but their energy was drained, but it was awesome.
They were in the zone.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Is there anything you would say to like a person trying to get into the music industry, like any tips how to start, except making friends, as you said, the top do's, as you said before, but more like, what's a good step to get started?
A good step to get started. That's a good one. I think you just need a proper mindset. That's all you need basically in the start, because I imagine like the first years doing this thing would be a really, really big hassle. Like there's no certainty of anything, and you're probably spending more money than you're getting, and it's a struggle, but just keep on it. Basically, that's all you need to do. Yeah, you need to be like really. You just set your mind right, basically. Yeah.
Is there anything new in your projects that you want to share? Just you name the album coming out.
Sure thing. We got the new album coming out, I think, in 2 months from now. And we released some singles. I mean, we have one single out right now, and then we have another single coming. Is it next week? Probably. It's the 19th of this month. So somewhere around that time. Then with my other band, Detset, we also have new singles coming out. And hopefully we get to tour with the bands. We got gigs booked, a lot of gigs this like rest of the year, but I hope we can do those gigs. We will see. Depends on the situation, all that. But there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Eemeli. It was great having you. Thanks for coming on the show, and I hope you enjoy your rest of the year, and I hope it gets better for you and better for your projects.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. And thank you, and stay safe. Stay healthy.
The same, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks.